Another week of training. Man, today the wrestling was really good for me. The defensive footwork was not able to get into your legs at all. Had to resort to some secondary wrestling to finish. I think that'll be a theme, is that first move is not enough to finish. For a single leg attempt off a foot sweep, really good defense into a solid turtle position. Just some really good hand fighting, making sure I can't do anything with the collar tie, sprawling at the right moments. I changed levels a couple of times, and then from here I changed levels into a single leg, into a back take slash foot sweep. I tried the foot sweep, good balance, so I just dragged you to the ground. And then you actually did something very similar to me. The mistake I made was letting this elbow come in. Once that elbow came in, I lost the position. So I should have probably pummeled that back, but you were able to regard. And then from there was the long and frustrating experience this week of trying to pass your guard. You were just one step ahead of me at every point. Really excellent work. So I had to ditch into a couple of leg locks, which didn't end up working. Nine times out of 10, when I get to this position with most people, a double grip with this leg pinned on the far side, I'm past, but you did a really good job getting that butterfly hook in, then coming up, making it hard for me to flatten you out. Went for the Kimura roll, and then you just maintained that grip so I couldn't finish the Kimura, and then went right for the arm triangle. Really good work. Almost tapped, but went for the arm triangle escape sequence that I like, and then started working myself to my hands and knees to get up, which is my standard back escape from here. Almost got me here though. This was the closest that you got with the choke from the back today. Then from here, you can see the tactical mistake. You reach over to try and grab my other wrist, and then the Peterson roll. But then you do a really good job again of re-guarding here. Even though I'm past your guard, you're able to get that leg in with that great leg flexibility. Then excellent fundamentals, trapping my arm, and then that butterfly sweep. Really good work. So really excellent work with the passing pressure, maintaining your balance on your hands and pummeling with the legs. You almost get past here, but then I get a hook underneath the back of your legs, and then I initiate kind of a wrestling position. You might have been able to spin into an armbar here, but I was able to get enough pressure on the back of your leg and then onto your far shoulder with my wrist, and then here I just start climbing up your body kind of in a weird half guard pass scenario, cross guard. So this is really just my strength saving me. I'm able to clasp around your body and get in behind you here. But excellent work, just one step ahead, getting your hips away from me. Really excellent work. Second takedown of the day for me. This read on the foot sweep, excellent defense, getting your leg back in time. I just was able to grab that tricep, and then once you stepped over to that side, I was able to flip you over. It didn't look as high amplitude as it felt. It felt like I had a really high throw, and then the punch choke to finish. I'm not sure the move will ever work against you again. That Imanari roll, yeah, it's tough. It's such a big movement, and you're good at getting away from me there. It's hard to finish that. This combo will do a lot more. Get you to sprawl heavy, then pull you in, try and foot sweep you. That's what I'll do quite a bit now. And then the smoothest takedown of the day. Beautiful single leg entry. I try for an Uchimata, which you do a good job basing out, then get to a perfect position for the foot sweep. Again, the frustration of not being able to pass your guard. Thought I would be able to armbar you here, obviously not a good option. And then you're able to press the advantage until the end. I get to this kind of knee choke position, but this is honestly a bad position for me. Just pure strength, a little bit of wrestling. So this sequence is a good illustration of how hard I had to try and pass your guard today. This is pretty much all of the techniques. So you see, first I go over under passing because I have your leg underneath my leg. I initiate over under passing, and then you shut that down pretty easily with that shin to shin pressure and that arm pressure. So I had to pummel my arm out of there. And once the arm is out, I reset, try again, something else. Over under on this side. Good leg pummeling, shut that down. And then I go for the toe hold pressure. You lock in the Z guard, shut that down. And then I do the cross-side pressure to try and flatten you out into a body lock. You do a really good job making sure I'm low down and I have to keep putting pressure on. And then with the frames, eventually you get your guard back on the outside and I have to abandon ship on that one. I go back to trying to flatten you out with that arm. I get this underhook, so I feel like I'm good here, but you frame with that arm and make it dangerous with the other arm, so I have to reset. So I try a knee cut, and at this point I'm like, okay, I can't pass on the knees right now. He's doing too good of a job shutting down on my knees with that shin to shin and butterfly guard. I end up abandoning all of that and I stand up on my feet, and then that gives you a chance to invert over into a leg locking position. But then from here I say, okay, leg locks come to 50-50, and then I put my foot in the middle of your stomach or in your chest. My knee line is out so you can't attack the foot, and then I start attacking with that pressure on your stomach, make it hard for you to move. You wrap your leg a little bit in your leg there too, and then pressure on the heel hook. Just adjusted quickly by not letting you close your hands around me, and then trying the arm drag. From here, again, I couldn't pass your guard, so I go for another foot lock. You invert over. And we need to work on this inversion because there may not be a really tight finish there. So we'll work on it next time. See you next week.